All righty. We should have a, yeah, we do. We got audio. I think. I hope we do. Good evening. All righty, nothing heard. My name is Paul, K4PEW with the Mount Juliet Simplex Radio Net. Is there any emergency or priority traffic? All righty, if you do have an emergency, just call your brother-in-law. No, call 911. If can't get 911, call us. You can call them and then wait and chew the rag with us while you await their showing up. Break any time for emergency traffic. Information on this net, you can see us right now on YouTube. Say us, it's me you're looking at, but you can just if you'd like to, but or you can block out the part of the screen that includes me, but you can see the meter. But that's on YouTube. It's Brain Trusts, BRAINTRUSTS. It's one word. It's a brain. Or you can see us, not see us, but you can see our information on the net, which is 146.415.net, 146.415.net, just like, well, without the decimal, just like our frequency. And, or you can send, let's see what else. Oh yeah, on the groups.io, groups.io is where we have our email list. You can look there, find us, and join our group. It's under S on groups.io. Or you can call me or reach me on K4PEW@ARRL.net. We normally meet 8 p.m. every Wednesday and Saturday night. We've been doing it for about 5 years. This is net number 556. We'll be starting the group tonight from the south, in case everybody wants to get ready or not ready. We'll go back and take a nap till we get around to it. The event we ever have to be of service to our community and to our families, we'll need it. Hopefully you won't ever have to have it. We invite everyone to use the net to announce amateur radio events and activities and support the local community, especially the hams. The net, then we've got the buy, sell, swap, and swindle net right after that. And then right after that, we've got the 144 sideband net. And those will be one right after the other. Simplex net that's coming up this following Tuesday for the Bowling Green, but we have automatic notices for all of those things. So anybody who's on the list automatically gets those notifications. Does anybody else have any announcements? I think Wilson County Amateur Radio Club on December 7th is having a Christmas party. I think it's on the 7th. I don't have my calendar in front of me. But you should see something there. It's December 7th at Lambrey Hall and at Cumberland University on the 7th, and I believe it's at 6 p.m. But best way to do that would be look on their website or wait for Tom to check in or Michael to check in. Announcements or clarifications? All righty, got nothing. We'll start from the south then. This is K4PEW with the Mount Juliet Simplex Radio Net taking check-ins from the south. Double in there, but I got Terry, Kilo Mike 4, Mike Papa Victor, Kilo November 4, Mike Papa Victor.
Yeah, good evening, Paul, and everybody else on the net. Well, and everybody's doing good there.
I think everybody's hopefully pretty good. I haven't heard any bad news yet.
Yeah, I'm doing okay. Yeah, I'm glad it's warming up just a little bit and get some sunshine there.
Yeah, well, sunshine's back. Yeah, it's 42 here on my my little outside thermometer.
Yeah, it's about the same here. Yeah, I think so, isn't it? Unless they've changed it on me.
I don't know. I didn't look. I take it one day at a time.
Yeah, it's about all they can guess it anyway, I think, Paul.
Yeah, no, I think it's supposed to remain no maybe some clouds. And that's what I remember seeing on that, but that was early this morning. So my memory's not that good about what the weather's going to be.
quick. Yeah, it's supposed to be 56 tomorrow. I don't really know what it got up to today.
Yeah, me neither. Everything else going well? You're not working today, obviously.
No, I'm off tonight, Paul. Yeah, everything else is going okay, man, and hope everybody else is having a good weekend and everything goes well for them and they get done what they need to do and enjoy it. And I'll let you go ahead and carry on the net there, Paul. Ken for MPV.
Yeah, very good, Terry. That was Terry in Murfreesboro, and it's Kilo November 4 Victor with a good signal. Well, South.
Kilo Echo 4 Sierra Yankee Victor.
Hey, Larry.
Yeah, doing all right, man. Just sitting right here playing on the radios.
Yeah, sitting around doing nothing.
Yeah, get on with it, Paul. K4 Swabby.
Hey, very good. We'll see you later, Larry. That was Kilo Echo 4 Sierra in Rockville. Who else, South?
Kilo India 4 November Delta November. Good evening, Baby Bob.
Baby Bob. That's a great term. That's the biggest. I'm the biggest baby you'll ever see.
Hey, that's a high compliment. You know who you're named after.
I guess. Bob's more famous than me, though. That's for sure.
It won't be long. It won't be long now.
Yeah, I was promoting. As you know, one of the guys on my it was certain. It turns out he says I'm a ham too, and he lives in Georgia. He now Simplex.
See what I mean? You'll be number one before too long. But you know what the dog said when the man cut his tail off, don't you?
When the dog cut his what?
You know what the dog said when the man?
Oh no, I do not.
It won't be long now.
Yeah, that was the end is coming shortly, I guess too.
That's right. I appreciate what you do, Mr. Ball. You have a good evening. Good evening to everyone on the net. This is KI4 Indy, and back you, sir.
Yeah, very good. That was David, and he is in Reedyville, and that's Kilo India 4 November Delta November. Who else, Sal? Any?
Oh yeah, I got a whole lot to say, but temperature has changed a lot.
All righty, that's Ed in Shake Rag down near Shelbyville. 4 Zulu Golf Yankee with a great signal. In a hurry tonight. Who else we got south?
W4BS.
All righty, how you doing? Another Ed. We got 2 Eds in a row. You doing okay, Ed?
Which one?
Oh,
I'm doing fairly well. Just just get much done as usual, and hope everyone's fine.
Oh, good. Glad to hear
Birds.
it. And different bird extra.
Yeah.
You never did get your rotor straightened out, huh?
No. Actually, I'm using for TV reception now. I can pick up Louisville, Kentucky digital TV.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I think I probably mentioned it before. I use my older 5-element beam that's in the attic for my digital over-the-air television. Works great.
Yeah, they work good.
Yep, I was doing some changes today, but it really works well. All right, very good. That was Eddie, W4E Whiskey 4 Echo Bravo X-ray. He's over here in Gladeville. Else south, please come on. All right, over to the east. Go.
BA4ZHI.
Hello, James. You doing any good today?
Yeah, not too bad for cold weather. It wasn't all that bad.
No, it wasn't bad. Although it was a little cool this morning, like maybe 31 or something like that, because I went out to start my wife's car on the way to work. She was going to work. And it was about, I don't know, 6 a.m. and throwing out my bare feet. She goes, "Aren't you cold?" I go, "Yeah." My feet are really cold on the concrete because I was wearing bare feet.
Yeah, I went up about 6:30 bringing the morning paper.
That's the most work I've done all day is just to start. I don't know. I tend not to do that unless I have to. My feet, I don't like, because I lived in Florida for so darn long.
You came from the north too.
Well, coming from the north, I wore shoes all the time. All the time. Never, and the only time you didn't wear shoes where I grew up was if you were in the sprinkler or in the pool. It was the only two times you didn't wear shoes. Nobody ever went outside in bare feet. It wasn't until I moved to Florida that I was bare feet. I wasn't at work. I came home, I took off my shoes and put on shorts and no shoes whatsoever.
Yeah, we can't match the cold here that you had up north.
Right. Well, very good. Good to have you, James. It was James, Whiskey Alpha 4 Zulu Hotel India. He's right here in the heart of Mount Juliet. Good to have you in there, James. Good signal as always. Who else is from the east?
Kilo India 4 Sierra India Bravo.
Hello. Did you get your antenna fixed up?
Nope. No, I had too much else going on today. I'm going to try and tackle it tomorrow.
All right. Yeah, somebody was asking about that today, how you were doing with that. You're going to try to just pull down the whole thing and see what's wrong with the connector and put it up another 10 feet taller?
That's the game plan, yeah. As far as it'll go, and I've got it positioned to where I can lean it over, but I haven't any further than that because of the other things. I am determined to get it done tomorrow. I hope.
You know what you ought to do is convince the property owner that he should buy you a tower. It'd be the community tower.
Right.
You don't think that'll happen, huh?
Well, he did tell me that he wasn't going to.
Well, not if there's an emergency. It's not much.
Yeah, okay. But I don't know. 50-foot push-up ought to do it pretty.
Oh yeah, no, it's the same that yours will to go up 50, the existing one.
Yes, I didn't realize it until I dropped it here. There's a section in that thing that I didn't realize was there. So when I get it down and where I can work on it, I'm going to take it good and see if I can't make the whole 50-foot function.
Well, that's a ways up there, man. You're gonna be taller than me.
Well, you got a better position than I do too. I'm in a hole apparently, but not nearly as much of a hole as I was in. But anyway, I am going to be forced, I think, to put two sets of guy ropes on this thing. One at the 40-foot and one at the 30-foot.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea because the first big wind comes along could give you some serious problems.
Well, you're exactly right, and I'm trying to avoid that at all costs.
Anything else for the net, of course?
No, other than I wish everybody well and hope everybody's staying either cool or warm. It has to be. This weather being fickle like it is, you never know. But 73s, and I'll talk to you when I can. KI4.
All right, K4P. That was Kilo India 4 Sierra India Bravo. That's Richard. He's up west Lebanon, a couple of mile and a half or so. Who else east, please?
Okay, I'm 4HQ.
Hello, Stan. You doing okay?
Doing pretty well, Paul. How about yourself?
Doing good. It's amazing to me how many people there's a lot of people in your T work that end up being hams. And I'm not sure there's a big connection other than just technical stuff,
Yeah, they're quite a that are that live down in Williamson County, and they're kind of big into their Aries and stuff, like a lot of folks down there are.
Well, I think it's the attraction of the technical side of the hobby anyway.
Yeah, we actually have a having a brain fart here. We have a ham station network that they use for like an EOC on either end. They're supposed to run the coax from the roof of the building down to the basement, but they for some reason failed to do that.
Yeah, it's because they didn't know any better and they weren't thinking about it. Are they going to redo it?
Yeah, they're supposed to be redoing it because the ham station was up on the third floor, and after they remodeled the building, they put all up there, so they moved it downstairs.
Yeah, one of the guys just joined the group on the group's site. Was I don't think, but he works in IT at Vanderbilt.
Yeah, I think I know who you're talking about.
They talk.
No, I thought you were maybe talking about Robin.
Oh, well, right, yeah, Robin, but no. IT at Vanderbilt. I think he's at the medical center, not at the university. His name is Donovan.
I don't.
Say again?
I don't work at Vanderbilt. I work at HCA.
Oh, no, I know that. I'm just saying he worked at IT, that's all.
Oh, okay, I misunderstood. Well, I won't hold you up, Paul. Back to net, KM4HQE.
Yeah, very good. 4 Hotel Quebec Echo, and he is in just north of downtown Lebanon. Who else from the east, please come?
Charlie.
Hello, Jeff. You doing okay?
Good, doing good. I have that tidbit. The Wilson County Amateur Radio Club Christmas dinner is December 7th at 6 p.m.
And that's at Lambrey Hall?
Yes, sir. Lambrey Hall, room 122.
All righty, that's December. So we did get it straightened out. Okay, Jeff, that was Jeff just clarifying the Wilson Amateur Radio Club. Everybody's welcome as long as they bring a little bit something to eat. Is that what the deal is?
That's the deal, whatever. Surprise us.
Yeah, bring a jar of pickles or a bag of potato chips. Anyway, the Wilson Amateur Radio Club is having their Christmas party December 7th. And that's at Lambrey Hall, room 122 at Cumberland University.
Well, we were working on the trailer today, and we talked about.
How's that trailer coming along? It looked pretty fancy from the picture I saw.
It's coming along great.
How much are we in advance for that trailer?
I'm not sure the actual total, but quite a few.
Well, that'll be cool. Like I said, it looked pretty fancy to me. Well, very good, Jeff. That was Jeff, Whiskey Delta 4 Bravo Whiskey Charlie. He's also in Lebanon. Great signal because your signal was very good tonight. Your audio was great.
Must be conditioned.
Could be. You're about an S6 here from looking at that. All right. Who else? The east, please come now. Nothing heard. Let's move up to the north. North of Mount Juliet, please come now.
KB9RKK.
How are you doing there, Frank?
Doing good. I wasn't able to go help with Jeff today, but kind of had the answer a little bit to the question that you asked of it. An annual band, UHF and a VHF for the county, and the one has a GPS on it, so like it's the.
Your audio, your signal's great, but your audio is a little low. You stepping up to the mic there? Frank?
Yeah, I think it might be from it. I was probably a little bit further away.
Okay, very good. No, your voice sounded a little low, but your signal was, 60 over.
Roger. Yeah, I was playing around with stuff the other day. Trying to figure out about that hum in the head.
Oh yeah. As long as they.
Yeah, it's over a year old. It happened, but last year I figured around summer field day, but got busy, never did it. Then I tried to look into myself and load. So hopefully it won't hurt me too bad when they charge me for it.
Nah, it can't be too bad for if it's just.
Yeah, it was around 200. Yeah.
Yeah, well, they're pretty proud of those headsets. I got one of them.
They are. Yeah, but it works good. It still works good as headphones, and I just have to use the desk mic.
Yeah, those things are like a vice grip on your head, aren't they?
They're a little tight. I adjusted it, but it's still the ones I have. I like the way they fold up, but you have to get used to. The first time you always want to break them because you want to fold them the wrong way.
Well, very good. That was Frank, and he is northwest Wilson County. He's still in Mount Juliet. That's Kilo Bravo 9 Romeo Kilo. Your signal is very good though. You're like I said, 60 over to here and to my station. Who else north?
Kilo November 4 Victor Tango India. 4 YQR.
I had double in there, but I had Charlie, Kilo November 4 Victor Tango India in there first. How you doing, Charlie?
Yeah, I'm about to check the live stream. I've been watching. Dude, tell me real quick. My live stream is a little bit. Of course, the live stream is a little bit delayed. Can you live stream though?
Yeah, it topped out at about S5, and I guess it might have gone over that a little bit when I wasn't paying close attention. I don't usually pay a lot. No, in fact, what I noticed was, when you were talking to Michael earlier before the net, I noticed that your signal report was 60 over for your signal. And the best I could hear you ever on any wattage was maybe S5. Obviously, there's less obstructions between you and him, east to west, than it is between you and me.
That's interesting. A single report over like S5, so that's pretty good. My 40-meter dipole up in the air.
So you're only getting half the signal?
Not exactly. I'm getting the full signal a little bit better than I did with both the sides wrapped up against the house. The gutters were playing apart, bricks too. So yeah, I got one half. It's doing a little better, but once WE4E gets over here again, we're gonna get it up higher, and we're gonna get it hopefully be able to do a lot better than it is now.
Yeah, that'll be great. Yeah, I wasn't tuning into that frequency, so I don't know if I could hear you or not, but it sounds like you're making some headway on that antenna.
Yep, and I've been hearing something. I heard someone that was 20, 30 over in New Orleans earlier today. That's one of the most interesting things I've heard. I heard a frequency making like call after call. He was just like, there's like QSL, their call sign, and they're like he's like QR's dead, and then kept going, and he made it probably in a minute. It was incredible.
Oh yeah, he was just interested in making contacts. He wasn't going to have any chatter going on with him.
He just bit the rag and threw it down.
Yeah. Well, some people he apparently had
He just has a really strong signal and just trying to like give some people some contacts, get some contacts for himself. I don't know if there's any kind of special event, but that's just what I'm guessing it is. There's a net I'm gonna get on once I get my antenna up. It's 7.188, and it's for new hams, new generals trying to work all 50 states.
Oh yeah. Well, I would jump on as soon as you get ready. That's the way to go, is to get on one of those, because they'll turns doing that, as you know.
Yeah, Danny told me something that was really funny. An old ham once said, the gain of an antenna to the ease of setup.
Yeah, that's probably true too. Yeah, I understand what he's saying. It's sometimes I hope that's true, because I got a lot of work to do on an antenna I'm going to put up.
Yeah, this is KN4 VGL. I'll pass the net on to someone else in the north. I'll be listening in for the rest of the net. KN4 VGI.
Yeah, very good. That was Charlie, Kilo November 4 Victor Tango India, and he's excited about his antenna. He got past his general recently. In fact, it was this month, and now he's got thanks to Danny, he got antenna up, and I guess it'll be fixed up this week or so, this next few days. But anyway, have a good time with that, Charlie. It's a lot of fun getting on here. Who else north? Please come in. I think I heard. Is that Keith? Say that call again, please.
KN4YQR.
KN4YQR. Very good. I forgot. What's your location?
I'm over in Gallatin.
Oh, that's right. That's right. So you're doing all right? Your signal's a little low. I don't remember what it was the last time we talked.
It was 6 the last time we talked. I actually moved the antenna outside, not the attic. I was hoping to feel a little better.
Oh, it's not terrible. It's just not. I don't remember what it was last time. That's all. But What kind of antenna is it?
This is one of those roll-up flip deals.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Yeah, those are. I use one of them just as a kind of a scanner antenna, but the audio is not as great as I'd like it to be.
I'm looking at new antennas. So.
Oh yeah, no. Well, like I said, the issue.
Looks like there's several good ones between the $100 and $130 range.
Some excellent ones in that range. You're absolutely right. Excellent. I would stay. To me, I mean, again, that's Diamond and Comets and the Cushcrafts and the Hustlers. They're all good antennas in that price range. You can get it. I don't know what's your elevation there in Gallatin.
About 500 feet.
Oh wow! See, that puts you at a distinct disadvantage. Unfortunately, I mean, you're relatively low. I mean, I'm at Juliet or 686, I think it is. So I've had a distinct advantage over many other stations around here. But Jeff he's over in Madison. He has his antenna, but he got a nice antenna. I think it's an X300 by Diamond. He really sounds great. But again, I think his elevation is higher than yours.
I was thinking something like the X300 and put it up 25 feet. Let's see what we get.
Oh, I think you're going to be surprised at what you can hear and how you'll be amazed.
It would actually be a lot better than this.
Yeah, very good. Well, all right, very good, Keith. For X-Ray Quebec Romeo, and he is in Gallatin. And again, the copy's fine. The audio is just a roll-up J-pole and a commercially made nice Diamond, the one you mentioned, that X300. You're going to be surprised at the results. Anyway, who else we got north? Please come down. There's a great signal from the attic. How you doing, Brian?
Oh, I appreciate it. I'm doing fine. Not much to report. I'm hearing a few people heard Charlie, who was very loud here, and heard Frank, who was also pretty loud. So, but that's about it. Not hearing much else. You're coming in quite well as usual. K4PDW, W4DBV.
Yeah, well, you're coming in just bumping up against S5, so you're doing pretty good.
Hey, I'll take that. A 5-watt HD and an attic antenna down in a ravine. So hey, that's great.
You ought to put in. How they used to. How you make a where you have an angled reflector straight up above your signal. That's what you need.
Well, in all honesty, the antenna is a J-pole, but I have put parasitic elements in line with the height optimize in your direction. So I do have a director and I have a reflector, and they are both about 19 inches away from the drip. So it could theoretically qualify as a vertical 3-element beam. Over.
Yeah, no, I'm with you, and obviously those out. I'd love to do it sometime.
It's not that easy to do. It involves ladder climbing, and then I'd have to connect the radio back downstairs because of the length of the coax and all that. So yeah, I'm right. I couldn't do it a week later because conditions changed so.
Well, I'm not sure it's worth doing actually, but no, you're doing fine with the 5 watts.
Well, I do appreciate it. I'm looking at the that impresses me, so I'll take it. And I just assume I really can't talk to anybody else except yourself or maybe etc. So that's just the terrain, and I'm here, so there it is. So W4 TBV.
Yeah, very good. That was Brian, Whiskey 4 Delta Bravo Victor, and he is north of Mount Juliet, north of me, about 5 or 6 miles in northwest Wilson, with a great signal from his attic. He actually did something I don't think I'd ever seen anybody do, and he put a reflector and a director on either side in line with me, pointing at me on his J. Gets a little better directivity and hopefully a little bit of gain. And the signal is good for 5 watts on a J-pole in a really low spot. I don't know what his elevation is, but it's almost river elevation. Who else we got north? Please come in.
Okay.
So you're just you're the inverse, man. You're way above river level. How you doing, Dennis?
I'm doing good. Here, I mean, clear audio, and I take my wife to the airport, and I got home about an hour ago. I had to make supper, so I just got out here. I heard Brian. That was it. Sorry about that.
Oh, that's all right. Well, I'm guessing because he's on the on the south, you're northeast of him quite a bit. I don't know how far that is. I want to say it's got to be 10 or 15 miles, but obviously it works.
Yeah, he was good here. But anyway, yeah. Anything new with in my car when I had to drive up to my barn with the car? And
Well, you're afraid of football, they call it a head fake, and in his case, it's a butt fake. Yeah, I bet you didn't open that door when you saw his tail.
no, I hit the brakes. I mean, I was driving my car through the yard, on my lawn, and I saw him, and I thought, well, I'll just kind of keep moving forward. He'll probably get out of the way. Well, he did, but as he was running away, his tail was up, and I could see he was fully exposed, ready to.
Yeah, he doesn't. That's what's funny. He actually scared you off, and he didn't even have to do anything. It was just like you just rearing back to.
I think skunks, that's how they survive. I think every animal knows that they can do that.
Moving cars on the highway.
Yeah, I wanted to kind of get rid of this skunk because he's out there a lot. Like, I was thinking about shooting him or trapping him and moving. Somebody said, do not shoot him in your yard because your yard will stink for a month.
Yeah, we used to, when I was in the Scouts, we used to set up animals. And it was a kind of a trap, but you may have seen it. It's just, you take a box or some kind of a cage and you elevate one end. Has food on it that sticks into the box, and as soon as they touch the food, the box slams shut on them. Invariably,
who goes let the skunk out of the trap?
You did it. I don't know. I don't remember. I honestly don't remember getting any smell from those, but I'm sure it happened. I just don't recall. I'll have to ask.
There's an old joke about I can't tell it on the radio. But anyway, sorry I was late. I will listen to the rest. Back to net. Thank you, Paul, for this net. It's a great thing you're doing. W9BOQ.
All righty. Thanks for the kind words. I was telling that fella well, you didn't hear it earlier, but one of the guys in Georgia that I don't know him personally, but he's on the other mailing list I have for the shipmates that served on the same ship I do. And he goes, I'd like to start a net. He's giving me some advice, and I told him, hey, just go look on QRZ and look up zip codes or town names, and they'll give you every license in where you live. And he wrote back and he says, man, that's great. There's 137 people close to me. And I said, that's good. And he says, I don't know if I'm the net and all this stuff. And I said, well, get some help then if you don't have, And I said, also, there's not everybody's as correct. That's twice a week. So that's the hard part. Anyway, that was Dennis, Whiskey 9. He is in Castellian Springs. What a great signal. He was a little late, so he didn't hear anybody preceded him, I think, except for Brian. So he missed out a lot. Who else north? Anybody else north? All right, this is K4PEW with a Simplex radio net looking for people from the west.
KN4TJF.
Wasn't looking at the meter and my forehead so I can write and look up at the same time. How you doing, Rick?
I'm doing well, Paul. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic. I wasn't looking at.
Wow. Hey, I could actually hear Dennis and Castellian. I actually had a pretty good copy on him. His audio was great.
Yeah, he should be getting to you just fine. Dennis, are you still there? Oh, man. Now he's in the house drinking again.
Yeah, well, came a little slack.
Yeah, no, anyway, no. I'm sure I'm sure he can hear you because he's got you're one of those others. You and him are both have the same antenna as I do, so we should be able to have matched antenna results.
Yeah, amen. That's right. Well, anyway, I would like to join in saying thank you for what you do, Paul.
Oh, yeah, I appreciate it. I can't believe I must like it.
Well, I guess you do. But anyway, you're doing a great job and a great service.
All righty, appreciate that, Rick. And that was Rick with some more kind words. As I heard somebody say this, sending me flowers. For Tango Juliet Foxtrot, he's in Ashland City with an excellent signal. And giving a good signal report to Dennis, if he was there, he was being heard very well between Castellian Springs and Ashland City. And that's probably, it's probably closer to, I bet it's about 40 miles from Castellian Springs. I'll have to look. Wes, please come in.
KM4YRF. I'll be Rick's slightly older brother.
Very good. Hey, I don't know if you heard me. Are you talking to while you were giving him 60 over, I didn't have him anywhere near 60 over to me. So there is differences in the terrain between him and me.
Checked into the net tonight. He was still 20 over to me then.
Yeah, no, he wasn't even close to that. I think it was S5 or S6 to me. So he's doing fine. It's just that you can tell there's a noticeable difference in terrain because we both have this between going east-west like you to Richard's also very good.
Yeah, it must be. I couldn't hear Richard at all tonight. He must have been on the HT.
I didn't ask. Richard, are you still there? See, these are people. What is it? They think this is a radio toll booth. They just drive through, check in, and leave. That's all right. Anyway, that's why it's good to move it around because then you have to stick her at least once, kind of maybe twice, 2 times every third net. You have to pay attention because it's you don't know what if you.
That's true.
Well, very good, Mike. How's everything else going, Michael? I heard you saying you were really busy this week.
And Charlie could hear me on 40 meters, so I guess my new wiring. But anyway.
Now you put an N fed. Is that what you use?
Yes.
Yeah. I'll put another one up. But the biggest advantage I see to an N fed is to send your feed line out too far.
Yeah, that's true, and that worked out real well for me because mine kind of goes in probably it's only about maybe 20 feet places and maybe just a little bit more in others, but I've got to get my ground rod cleaned off.
The total length?
130.
Oh, that's quite a long one.
Yeah, I guess I can play around with the length a little bit, and if I need to.
I got you. Yeah, let me know how that makes out, Rick. Let me know how that makes out for you because it sounds like a. I don't know if I've ever seen anybody do an end fed. Because how close does it come to coming around the yard? Like a full circle.
Yeah, it's not going. It's starts out at the corner of my house, which is on the left side, and then kind of circles around the way the trees go around the yard.
And that's interesting. I'd be happy to hear how that works out for you in the long run.
Yeah, it's going to be direction wise.
Making the turns like that, I'm not sure it's.
Well, I hope not. We'll see.
Yeah, I got you. All right, very good. That was Michael. That's Kilo Mike 4 Yankee Romeo Foxtrot. He's in Bellshire, I think, which bell it was. Bellshire, just northeast of Nashville. Who else? Anybody else west?
Whiskey 4, Alpha Whiskey.
Yeah, I knew it was you because you had a pregnant pause in front of your call.
Yeah, I just came inside to get some coffee. Yeah. Good.
Yes, you did. I hope you were out working because I don't think you imagine you'd be sitting out in the yard drinking coffee.
Doing a little work outside, but it's actually with a couple of layers of polypro. It's
windy at 40 degrees, wherever it was 40. Yeah, I got 41 here.
Yeah, just It's dipped down about, I think it's about 37 showing here now.
Huh. I wouldn't be. I'm surprised it's that much difference between me and you, being almost, well, not due west, but just a little south of due west. But you wouldn't think that'd be that big a difference. Is there a front moving in from the west, do you think?
Oh, I don't know. I think sometimes, I mean, I've got a remote sensor outside and quickly.
Yeah, I guess. Anyway, yeah, especially if it's a colder wind.
Yeah, yeah, it's and
yeah, mine. I've got mine. Well, mine is on. Excuse me. It's on the east side, so it doesn't see anything after after lunch. In fact, it doesn't see it at all because it's up underneath, on the front porch. So it's when it sees a temperature in the evening, late afternoon or evening, it's really reading the outside temperature.
Quite a moon outside.
It's been that way. Is it still a full moon?
No, it's waning, but it's this month it's really low in the sky and bright.
Yeah, I know it was. I think it was 2 nights ago. It was full moon. I think it was 2 nights, and man, it was good looking.
Yeah, it was incredible. It's like a sun.
Yeah, no. Well, very good, John. Good to have you in there. That was John Whiskey 4 Alpha Whiskey Echo, and he's in Bellevue. Excellent signal tonight. Who else? Anybody else west?
Okay, what is it?
November Yankee.
Hey, hold on, Bill. I've got Scott, Kilo 1 SPD on there right now. How you doing, Scott?
Doing well. Just flip the radio on because the hockey game stinks.
Yeah. Do you ever watch any Canadian hockey?
Be more specific.
Well, no, I just want to. Hockey announcer that got in trouble this last couple of days ago for 30-something years, and he got fired for, for being not PC.
Speaking his mind.
Yeah, I don't know. I'd say.
No, you can't. All right, carry on. K1SPD.
Very good. I think I had Bill in. How you doing, Bill?
I'm doing all right. I was still checking to see if you were the toll gate operator yet or not.
Yeah, that's right. Self. You get distracted or you got something else to do, so you check in and deal.
Oh, I do it occasionally. That's nothing unusual for me.
Oh yeah, no. Scott lays back. I forget what he said now, but he waits. If he's, it's not that big a deal.
That's true. Well, I don't have anything too important to say except 73s to everybody.
And that was Bill. And it's you gotta give N4. I forgot what the first 2 of your letters you called. I didn't write them down. It's KM4, November Yankee. I had it right here. Anybody else late check-ins? Yeah, nothing. We had 20 check-ins, but we got forgot about don't want to preppers or end time survivalists with their end time survivaling. But anybody else? All right, we got nothing. We're going to move on up and swindle it. Anybody think got anything to buy that they want to buy? Let me put it down.
W9BOQ.
2 times.
Somebody was ahead of you there. Dennis, what did you?
Looking for a Yazoo FT1. Yazoo FT1.
An FT1. Is that?
It's a HT digital.
Ah, okay. I didn't know that was it. They had one with such a short designation on an FT1. Very good. And that's obviously you're looking for one used.
Oh yeah.
You're talking about the digital, that being the one that's for the Fusion.
Correct.
Is that strictly 2 meters or 2 meters 70 centimeters?
I think it's a dual band. I hope it is. I got to look now. Thinking it was dual band. I'm pretty sure it is.
Well, I was guessing it was, but I see radios that, for instance, in DMR, you'll see them as just I was asking. I wasn't sure.
Well, thank you for, somebody just told me that I should get FT1, but now I gotta look.
Well, verify that. Now, Charlie, what were you looking for?
Well, two things if anyone has them. Number one, a dual time zone local and UTC clock. MFJ makes them. If anyone has one, I might be looking to buy that, and then possibly a Yaesu FT60R. It's a single band handheld.
Looking for, okay, Charlie's looking for a single band FT60R. I believe that's a 2-meter handheld. Is that right?
That's correct.
All right. Looking for the FT60 Romeo. Yeah, and one of those, which I haven't seen one, I've seen them in the catalog, but dual clock that shows local and the UTC time, like the MFJ sells. I'm sure there's some others that do it too. What I do is I have 2 clocks. One's marked Zulu and the other one is marked local. But anyway, yeah, that's like we got that. If somebody has something like that for Charlie, that'd be great. And Dennis, did you figure out what that FT1 was?
No, for some reason I lost internet in my shack. I'm trying to figure that out right now.
All righty. Why don't I just look it up for you now? Or somebody else already looked it up. The FT1 Yaesu. Right there. Okay, very good. It is a dual band. You beat me to it. I was just getting to it. Yeah, 144, 430 it says. Dual band digital. Delta Romeo. It's a DR.
Thank you, Paul.
Yeah, thank you, Scott. On FT1 DR, they want to unload because they can't hear anybody on Fusion and they want to dump the radio. Because that one does both analog and digital, doesn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, see, that's a nice function. Even if you don't ever or rarely talk on Fusion, if that's the problem, you always got analog capability. So I can see the value in it. I've often used my DMR handheld, the 70 centimeter one, as a crossband repeat handheld with my transceiver here in the house, the Kindle. It works out great. Anybody else got something they want to buy? All right, who's got something they want to sell? Got nothing. All right, we're going to move right over then to the 144.240 sideband net. So let's do that right now. It's K4 PEW. Closing out the 2-meter in buy-sell swap and swindle net to move on to the sideband net of 144.240. And I'll be there momentarily. All right, it's K4 PEW with the sideband portion. Who else we got for the Mount Juliet Simplex net? Who else we got starting again? We'll start from the south. Please come in.
K1 SPD, and you're low frequency again.
Yeah, we must have issues with this radio too, because it says 144.240. How's that? K4 PEW. How does any difference? All right. Who else we got? Sideband at 144.240 from the south.
Paul, how many will be okay?
All right. Is that a little better, Dennis? Well, there's 144.240 right there.
Yeah, you're at about 240.12 to me. 240.12.
Yeah, does that sound a little better? K4P, David.
So I moved it, so now I don't know. It doesn't matter, you're readable, so let me not be with you from the north.
All right, very good. When I'm up on this on 144, 12, I'm in 144, 240, dot 10, which is about as close as I can get. Hold on.
Fine.
Yeah, okay. Is that better? How's that sound?
Yeah, you're at 241.9 for me, so you should be, oh, whatever. I think 2 meters is, to be right on frequency in 2 meters is just more difficult than HF.
I believe you're right. All right, let's move on then. Who else we got south? Please come in. All right, then we'll move on to the east. Please come in. Got nothing from the north. Please come down. Sound good there, Frank. Who else we got from the north? Nothing heard. So from the west, please come in.
KM4, wow, yes.
Very good.
Whiskey 4, Alpha, Whiskey Echo.
Good. Not like it's real crowded in here today. Very good. Over there in Lebanon. Who else we got from the west?
Whiskey 4, Alpha, Whiskey Echo.
Oh, I'm sorry. I got you in there, John. I forgot to say you were there. Who else we got from the west? All right. Any place, anywhere? Do we miss anybody? All righty. We had a grand total of 7, and that was starting from the last one in. That was Dale, whiskey, November 4, November, and then John and Bellevue. It's Whiskey 4 Alpha, Whiskey Echo, and Michael, Kilo Mike 4 Yankee, Kilo Frank here in Northwest Wilson / Mount Juliet. Dennis, Whiskey 4 Bravo Oscar Quebec in Castellan Springs, and Kilo 1 Sierra Papa Delta Scott in, and of course me here in Mount Juliet, Kilo 4 Papa Echo Whiskey. Is everybody able to hear everybody else? I guess that's a dumb question at this point.
Can hear everybody, Paul.
Very good. That's a good thing. I think everybody probably can hear everybody. I heard one of the fellows, he was telling a group this morning that on 5 watts, he's able to be heard pretty well on 2 meter sideband. So that's sideband works out great. All right, well, very good. Then we'll close out the net and we'll catch everybody on another occasion. I'll be back on 2 meter simplex here in a second. And of course, closing out the whole net here as I speak. Good night, everybody.